Hi, welcome back, guys. With me on the couch is Nigerian actor and producer Riyo David. He gained recognition for his work in theater, film, and television with his role in the 2016 Ebony Live TV series The Governor. Following this, he appeared in very successful productions, including MTV's Sugar, and he's also starred in an odd host of other movies, including, I think, The Breakfast. The
Theory of
Breakfast.
Theory of
The
breakfast.
Theory of Breakfast.
Yes.
And then there's another one that I saw recently where
All
you
the
were
Colours of the
dating a
World?
sugar mother. Sugar
Oh,
mom.
dear Diane.
Dear Diane. Right.
I
You're
was
welcome
eating
to the
Auntie's food.
show.
Thank you very much, MM.
How
I'm
you
happy to be here.
doing?
I'm all right. I'm all
I
right.
expected you to have your hair colored because, I mean, that's the character hair that you had on, in Dear,
I
for Dear
know.
Diane.
I know.
What
Almost everyone.
happened?
I mean, because of the line of work I do,
Okay.
I have to stay fluid. Mostly because the script decides where I go, and I
Okay.
have to just keep in.
So you dyed your hair just for that character?
Yes, but that's for the Theory of Breakfast, not Dear Diane, though.
Oh, that's for theory. Okay, so
Yes.
how far would you go for a character to to carry a certain character or a certain role in a movie?
That's a good one. I'd say I would go as far as the script would decide. Yes, I would go as far as the script would decide.
Okay.
I have notable works, stuff that if you get to see, you would see heavy transformation, and you wouldn't even recognize me.
Oh,
One time I had to go bald for a role. Everything.
Are you
This,
kidding?
this,
Did they pay you for that?
of course. Yeah, Mikolo, you could catch that one. That's it's on Amazon Prime now.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Mikolo.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk to us about your journey. I mean, you've been in the industry, for a while.
Yeah.
Now you're a producer, but before then you were an actor. There's been a lot of transitioning. Playing different characters, different roles. How has would I call it a struggle or hustle? Has that been?
Those are the blessings,
How would you define it, though?
It's bittersweet, but most importantly, entertaining as it should be because
Okay.
you grow, you learn, you unlearn, you relearn, and for me, it's been a lot of that and in betweens. I still remember because I started off the industry in Calabar. It's a small town. You get to perform once in a while. Nothing as heavy as you find in Lagos. I mean, shout out to Ebony Life who came in at the time, 2013,
Yeah,
gave us a
yeah,
couple shots, and then we
exactly.
took it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, I want to do this full time. I have to come to the big city, yes. And then I'm like, okay, well, how am I going to do this? I don't know nobody in Lagos, but I'm willing to take the shots. Like I say, I go where the story goes, I go where the vision goes, I go where purpose goes. And I'll take my first step coming to Lagos in 2016. Yes, to study the industry for a bit, would go back and come back fully in 2018. I mean, there's something we left out of my bio that I did presenting for a bit.
Oh,
Yes,
you
I did.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, because then I needed to build what I would call alliances, right? I need to know people. What kind of actor do I want to be? What part of the industry do I want to work in? Who do I want as an acquaintance, a colleague, and all of that? And it took a lot of careful study of the industry to decide where I'd place a good footing and get a good living out of it. So yeah, to answer your question, I say it's been bittersweet. I had moments in my career where I'm like, oh my goodness, should I continue with this, especially with the rejection? You go for
I was
audition.
coming there. I was getting there. I was getting there because, we've had a lot of actors, producers, filmmakers, I've spoken to them on this show. And, everyone has different experiences, different stories. And, sort of taking from yours and, your journey, what are the regrets that you have had to experience so far in the industry? Because, you took a big decision, a major drastic decision moving from Calabar to Lagos to pursue your dream. And your first movie, The Governor, that was a big production.
Thank you.
Right, that was a big production at the time.
Shout out director Emma.
Everyone would want to be in an Ebony Live, TV production at the time.
Yes.
And you did that, and afterwards you're like, okay, what's next? And there was, I'm sure they were like, the ground was dry for a while. Just talk to us about some of your regrets so far.
I think so far, I think the only thing I'd say I regret doing was rushing the process.
Okay.
Yes, because I mean, you try to move too quickly these days, especially with the bustle, and then you think that you're doing something right. But sometimes it's good to just sit back, reflect, let the nose sink in. I have a friend, Art, and Art made me comfortable with nose. At the time, I felt you have this imposter syndrome. Oh my God, I'm good. I got this review yesterday. How come I'm not getting through this door? What's going on? What's going on? And then Art says, I mean, be comfortable with the nose. It could be a blessing or something. So I think the only regret I have would be rushing the process, like I said. In another lifetime, I'd like to be more careful, more meticulous, more calm, and most importantly, trust in the process. Because I think that's where the knowledge, the beauty lies.
I like that, trust in the process. Now let's, and there was a conversation sometime, I think sometime last week on Twitter, on X, right, about actors, moving from one set to another.
Okay, I mean, okay.
We all know that the economy is smiling right now, or the economy is smiling because we need to affirm positivity, right? It is smiling.
Yes, it is.
And there was that conversation. It was actually a filmmaker who talked about how, actors they're involved in like 2 or more productions at the same time.
Yes.
So because of that, that is delaying production because they have to wait for them to come to finish up with that from the sets they're on to get to their set, and they have to rush off to be on this set to go on another set. Talk to us about.
I'll start by saying money must be made. But do I support that? 100% no, because it speaks to two different things right now. Don't forget, we have an industry, Nollywood. Nollywood is quite different from other industries, and we operate quite differently. Hopefully, we're here to get a structure. Hopefully, we get a structure soon.
Okay.
At the time, people need to make ends meet. However, is this something I would consciously approve of? No. Because I think it takes away from the detail of the performance, the detail of the production. Because look at it. It's like climbing the ladder with things in both hands. You're probably going to miss a step.
Exactly.
Water would spill.
At some point.
Yeah, at some point. So I think to feed into that conversation, I'd say I get the economy. However, these things are happening long before the economy started being this way. But I as well would say I think production should be more detailed. Pre-production should be taken seriously. Actors' schedule should be well worked out, because sometimes it's not just the actors who are doing it.
Yes, also the producers.
Yeah, because
as
we're
well.
supposed to film in January and then in February, and I've had appointments before then.
That happens.
So I mean, it's nobody's fault, because I really would have to pay allegiance to you, especially if I do like your script. I want to see how I can make it work.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's really not a healthy output. But
and then sometimes you want to make money as well. Now,
yes, we have to make money.
Yeah, let's quickly talk about your role in Dear Diane. That was a very risky one. Being in an intimate situation with an elderly woman. Quickly talk to us about that, because we have to go.
I think, thank you very much for that question. That ties in with my philosophy and personality as an actor, right? Which is played marginalized characters, right? Bringing to screen characters that are not easily talked about or seen. Because whether we like it or not, the character, Dan Laddy, is an actual human being. There are people living in such situations, breathing even in this country, living in the states that we are in. So shout out to Abdul, the producer. He hit me up saying, hey, I've got this part for you. He sent the script over. I read it. I'm like, yo, Abdul, do you realize I get a backlash for doing something like this? Because people, Nigerians, although we're trying to be open-minded, we might not agree with this almost immediately, But and then the actor in me says, you're judging the character, and I've learned not to do that.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I've learned not to do that, because somebody's going to play a madman, right? I mean, we've had old Nollywood, our veterans have played mad people and stuff, and came out all tops and all. So I'm like, okay, don't judge the character, just go in there, do it. But did I cringe? Did I have nervous moments? Yes, I did.
Nice. So it's such a pleasure meeting you, Riyo.
Very much.
We have to take you to the kitchen. We have Chef Blossom. She's made some cheese sandwich for you.
Awesome.
What's your breakfast routine like?
To be honest, because I sleep pretty early in the morning, I really don't have much of breakfast.
But then you're on set still, maybe later at night.
Sometimes when I'm back in the morning, I'll do personal stuff. So my mornings are a bit
and then back
home. Yeah.